your hand, upon holding something hot, it can actually stick to that object. All right, depending on the type of metal that you're dealing with, it could actually stick. So it's better to use the back surface of your hand to touch hot objects or to feel if objects are hot.
Right.
Right.
That's a lot to take into consideration, Timothy.
Yes, it is.
You know, remember I mean, 3 tips so far, and the last one that you presented, I'm thinking to myself, I'm getting out of the house. There's no way I walk with something to hold a door to open it up. I'm not even thinking about the door handle being hot. I'm just thinking about getting out.
Yeah.
And rightfully said, I might remember one out of the 3 things that you just mentioned. You know, I don't think getting on the ground will be one of them, though. Even though it should be, I'm not proposing that people should neglect it. I'm just saying, you know, in a time of fear, you panic.
Yes.
So you really truly should be practicing these things on a regular, so it becomes a part of you. That's what you're advocating.
Practicing makes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So
Interesting.
the more you go out and the more you practice doing the right thing, when an incident occurs, chances are you will snap back into that training that you would have been putting yourself through.
Right. Tip number 4? Is there tip number 4?
Yes. You would want to let your child know what a smoke detector is, and not just what it is, but what it sounds like. All right. So in the event that the alarm goes off and it's 3 a.m. in the morning and they hear that noise, they would know what that noise means. All right. It means get up, get out. Okay. So it's important to share with your child or teach them about smoke detectors. There is a little button that is on the smoke detector which allows you, once you hold that button, it activates the alarm without the use of any fire being around. All right? So
It just gives them an idea how it sounds.
Give them an idea as to how it sounds. Yes.
Okay. Tip number 5. May I attempt to think there's a tip number 5?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
Okay.
Just those we wanted to share for today.
Okay. So,
of course, there will be others coming.
Okay.
Or just
all right.
those.
And I'm taking this is a part of what you share at those summer camps with the children as well.
Of course. Of course. Yes.
Okay. Is there any plans for next year? I mean, given the take that we have now found a way to work around, with the invention of the virtual platform, have you guys considered that in terms of keeping the summer camps going?
That is definitely on the table, GQ. We have been having discussions regarding the continuation of the summer safety camp. I really missed it. I love the interaction with the children, hearing them express what they have learned after the 5 days of that summer camp. It is really rewarding. We know we would have put in the effort into these children, and to hear them reiterate, what they have learned, it's priceless for us as fire officers.
Okay. Timothy, with your permission, I'm going to open the lines. Let's see if we have anyone interested in maybe sharing a tip or two, or maybe you brought up a tip and they might have a question about it, just like I had a question or two about one of those tips. Let's put on your headphones and let's take this first call. Good morning. Hey.
You don't have your helmet?
No helmet this morning. no wet gear needed this morning.
Okay. Are you so ready for your chief? Anyway, and good morning to the other good fireman you got here.
Yes,
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, as usual, I've learned a lot from you. over the years, but I have a suggestion. If someone's yard is properly fenced and secure from easy access to your goods in your yard, it is always wise, I think, to have a pipe to the back of your house or to the side. And at least you could have a garden hose always hook up on that. And the length of the hose, you coil it up or you rabble it up. So in case of a fire, and you reach close to that pipe and the hose, at least you could open the pipe and grab the hose and shoot water inside, and that would help to keep down the blaze from spreading faster than it would without the water on it. But like you say, water and electricity don't work. So you got to know where the electricity wire is, and don't shoot the water up there upon that so that you could get electrocuted.
That's
but
right.
shoot the water in the house, at least it would help to out down from the blaze. That's my suggestion. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
listening.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you very much, Carlo.
I would love to hear your response to that because that's a real tricky one there, you know?
Okay, so the suggestion he made about having a garden hose out in your yard is a very good one. You always hear if your neighbor house is on fire, you wet your own. That is a very old saying, but it's a very wise saying, because if your neighbor's house is pretty close to yours, chances are you can have a fire being spread due to the excess heat coming off of that building that is on fire. So it's good for two things. One, you can protect your home in terms of wetting it down, keeping it cool. And then two, you could also assist your neighbor, all right, in trying to extinguish their fire. Now, in relation to the house where there is electricity in it, one have to be very careful. Now, it all depends on where the fire is, because if the fire is an electrical fire, then you by all means you don't want to throw any water on it, apply any water to that fire. But if it's, let's say, a mattress is on fire, because we have had cases where we respond to persons, a house where mattress is burning. You can use that garden hose and extinguish that fire. If it is sofa, anything that is not electrically inclined, then by all means you could use water to extinguish that.
Okay. Ultimately, we don't have any more calls at the moment, so I believe we can wrap up the program here. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah. Your last words, if any?
yes, well, encourage persons to stay safe in this era, the COVID era. We have CPL upon us, and I would encourage persons, not because we're gonna have an influx of persons coming in to look at the games, continues to stay safe. Continue the non-protocol practices of wearing your face mask, wearing it properly, all right? Making sure it cover your nose and your mouth, all right? And then keep sanitizing. If you could walk with a small hand sanitizer in your pocket, do so and keep sanitizing.
Timothy, before you go, one question from me personally. I've seen you guys at CPL and other sporting events. Why?
Okay, so we are there for safety purposes. In any large gathering, representative from fire should be there in terms of keeping the venue safe. We're not talking about the aspect of what the police would do, but in terms of the looking at overcrowding in the stands, ensuring that all the exits are not blocked. Some of the times persons might forget to open an exit. We have to remind them that, hey, this exit is closed, it needs to be open. In a case where, let's say for the park, for example, if they forget a padlock, we actually can cut the locks to ensure that the gates are kept open for the particular event.
Okay.
Safety.
I get you. Just had to ask that question.
No problem.
You know, because that's my style. My daughter asks, but I didn't know fire up here. What the fireman didn't know fire? And I couldn't answer.
You never know. You never know when something might happen.
But your job is not just only fire, your safety and rescue.
Exactly.
Yeah, indeed. Timothy, thanks once again for being here.
No problem.
I know you're going to be you again next week.
Yes.
Timothy is on vacation. I mean, not Timothy. Rommel is on vacation, just in case those of you who tune in to check out our program. And he'll be back. Rommel, have a great time, my buddy.
He's enjoying the life.
Yeah, don't put on any more weight. Thanks once again, Timothy.
No problem, man.
Hey, man, don't touch that dial. We'll be back. And on the other side, we're going to be opening the lines for you to get in with the Angostura Chill promotion. Let's see if Culture will get it right this morning now. 2 mornings on the street. He went from he couldn't get in to he finally got in. Some great stories, but he's not saying the catchphrase. Yeah, Angostura